Look, I forgot to even put my light on. I don't give a damn. But today was a long day, y'all. Today was a long day, okay? And I'm just saying, like, I haven't been uploading because my Wi-Fi, they wouldn't even do my Wi-Fi, talking about they need a letter from my management saying that they have permission to put a drill in the hole in the wall when they could have told me that on the phone when I made an appointment. Like, are you serious? Are you serious? All right? And I'm just tired of this Don Lemon clown, okay? I'm tired of clowns, period. All right? So let me know you guys are in here so we can go ahead and talk. And please like, please thumbs up this video. Like, I'm just tired. Hey Brian, I am just tired of fake ass motherfuckers, okay? I am just simply fucking tired, all right? Like, I am cranky as fuck right now. I've been up since 7 this morning, and Don Lemon's a petty motherfucker. That's what he did. And I'm just simply tired, okay? So, like, I don't have no Wi-Fi to upload videos for y'all. Like, they ain't want to come into my place. And yeah, so like I'm tired as hell. Okay. This is Don Lemon's problem. This is Queen D's problem, okay? So Don Lemon owes the Muslim community an apology, okay? Mr. Don Lemon, Mr. I speak for black people. Since when? I know the man is black, okay? I'm not black, obviously. But since when? I don't know. I could be wrong. But since when does this Queen D Lemon, that's what I'm gonna call him, Queen D Lemon, since when does Queen D Lemon speak for black people? I'm just saying, like all of a sudden he comes out with this damn book talking about black people and black people problems. And so I personally feel like he is part of the media elitists, okay? Don Lemon is part of the media elitists, all right? Because look, these damn networks don't care about black people. They don't, all right? Like, it's all about symbolism, okay? It's really about symbolism all over. You know, had these networks like an ABC care about black people, okay, they wouldn't have discrimination problems behind the scenes, okay? Sunny Holston would not have to have censorship problems by the network saying that she can't put the name of the woman that looked like she stank, Barbara Fedita, for telling her that she looked like low rent in her book, okay? Sunny Holston would not have to hire a lawyers so she can get her book out. And Sunny didn't give a damn, okay? Sunny was like, I'm about to come out with this book. And in the interview, she was like, I thought I was gonna get fired, okay? That's what she said. Can y'all see me? I ain't put my light on. It's been a long day. I'm tired. I'm just tired. And I just wanted to come on here to talk to y'all because like I think it's crazy that literally I have a roof over my head and I can't get no simple damn Wi-Fi to upload damn videos, a simple basic necessity that everybody have in their life, and it's crazy. So, his Queen D has a book out and it's number one. And so the reason why I personally hate this man and like I support everybody, especially if you're black or a person of color, because it's it's very hard out here. I didn't ask if y'all can see. Oh, y'all can see me? Okay, I did ask. You see how tired I am? I don't have my lights. I didn't put my lightings on because it's whatever. But Queen D is from Baton Rouge, okay? Literally 60 miles away from New Orleans, 60 miles away from where I am, okay? And he went to LSU, all right? So I am a supporter of somebody that is supposedly, look, I don't know if he sucked any D to get to the top. I'm not sure, but I'm just gonna assume that he is self-made. I'm supportive of anyone that works hard without sucking dick or without, being on their back, getting dick down by a man or whatever to get to the, to get to the top without doing that, okay? And I'm assuming Queen D didn't get dick down by somebody or sucked any dick to for Jeff Zucker, whatever his name is, the president of CNN, to give him, the show that he's got. So I'm assuming. I mean, y'all, I don't know. Do anybody that work at CNN in here? I'm assuming that, But so I don't like the man simply because he generalized a whole religion, okay? Queen D generalized the Muslim religion, all right? Talking about, oh, you know how they what they do to gay people and stuff like that. Like literally, he generalized the whole Muslim community, not even knowing that a significant number of Muslim people are African American, right? Like or from Africa, okay? Like literally Nigeria, majority of Nigerians are Muslim, okay? Literally Morocco, literally Algeria, and so many other regions in Africa are Kenya. Hell, fucking Barack Obama's fucking father was Muslim, okay? Hussein Obama. I mean, you can't get more Muslim than Barack Hussein Obama, all right? So for him to even potentially like offend the former president who's black, his father who's also Muslim, and offend other regions of Africa that are predominantly Muslim, and people here, United States of America, talking about that they kill gay people and stuff like that, when literally I'm sure he like people in his church don't accept him for who he is, because African Americans in general, that's conservative as well when you are LGBT. Let's call a spade a spade. So for him to even like generalize a whole damn religion talking about what they do when he needs to focus on what his people do for LGBT people. Okay, he's from the South. Okay, it's hard enough here in the South. Yet he's generalizing a whole damn religion. So I don't like Queen D, and I'm sure Chris Cuomo is probably digging him down behind the scenes at CNN, you know, because there ain't no way there's a bromance going on. Chris Cuomo literally looks like his damn fiance. Like they are, to me, like it's not a situation about white or black people looking alike, but I'm just saying they have similar traits to their look. And I'm telling you, if Chris Cuomo looked like a damn tree monster, like literally looked like an old ass bald headed man, like a Harvey Weinstein, ain't no way their bromance would be going on. So I'm sure Don Lemon probably got a side dude at CNN digging him down. All right, like come on. I mean, you can't be surprised with the whole Andrew Cuomo situation. I'm sure Chris Cuomo does that shit behind the scenes as well. So talking about, oh, I talked to Oprah. What he talked to Oprah about when the whole Ice Cube came out with that plan. That plan to work with well, he wasn't even working with Donald Trump. Donald Trump was the only one that called him, and literally Black Twitter simply said that Ice Cube was working for Donald Trump. And this is how you know white media is all symbolism. They don't really care about black people. So Chris Cuomo went with that. He took social media as his source and interviewed a legend on his show saying, "Oh, you're working with Donald Trump," and that's what he got from Twitter. Okay, since when do you use Twitter as your damn source for questioning, as a damn lawyer, as a commentator, as a journalist? Since when do you use Twitter as that? So like, I'm just tired of these like networks. I had a conversation with my neighbor or whatever, and then y'all know that white neighbor that I've been telling y'all about, right? He was like, "So what do you like?" I'm like, I don't like I'm not, in terms of politics, I'm like, I'm not on either side. I'm about fairness. And we're talking about like networks and stuff. I was like, both networks on both sides are full of shit. I mean, you could look at ABC, CBS. They talk about pro-black. They talk about Black Lives Matter. They talk about socialism issues and activism, social activism issues, and stuff. But really behind the scenes, they're purely like discrimination stuff going on at ABC, and you know the whole situation with Cheryl Underwood at CBS, and so on and so forth. So literally being pro-black has become mainstream, has become so much money and profit into it, and it's all about clicks, that I tell y'all this all the time, that these damn networks, Joe Biden, whatever, like they don't have a choice but to like black people. Hell, at least Fox News is honest about it. At least at least let's give them credit, if we can give them that little ounce of credit. Pinch me, I feel like I'm dreaming. And at least we can say that, you know, they show their true colors by the lies that they tell and how they feel towards people of color, okay? And they use Candace Owens as this mannequin to display their hatred. But these other networks that lean left, most of them that I know of, you know, it's just simply about just clicks. It's simply about just symbolic bullshit. And behind the scenes, it's really, that's where the real shit goes down. They're more leaning towards right radical wing when it comes to black people and people of color. Okay? Let's just be honest here. That's just how it is. Like, you don't quit ABC after almost 20 years. A president normally he went out the door. Hillary McClellan left the door. Okay, Barbara Fedida left the door. Like, you don't just do that. All right. So, and to me, Don Lemon is the equivalent of a Candace Owens, in my opinion. I just think he is full of shit. And his husband is I think his husband is actually a moderate or a conservative, because I remember when Don Lemon was on The View, and Don Lemon threw some shade on Meghan McCain. Like, he was like, "Oh, Meghan McCain, we sent you a present." She was like, "Oh, thank you, Don." He was like, "Oh, my husband was better than me," so meaning that like he wouldn't give her a present due to her rhetoric. So I don't know. I just don't like him. I don't like. I can't stand him. I don't like him at all. Like, to me, I think he's full of shit. I think he's fake as fuck, and he's just, I don't know. He's just annoying. Like, uh, well, I mean, that's my opinion. You can leave if you want to. I think, he just, I don't like him. I really don't. Like, like for him to even generalize the whole Muslim community, like no, like you don't do that. Especially, considering the fact that being Muslim is still seen as like a stigma, and being black is seen as a stigma. So you would probably think that someone that's African American would be more an ally towards the Muslim community. Not only because it's a stigma as a religion still, but it's also a lot of black people make up the Muslim community as well. So yeah, so like I just hate. And then I had to school this chick on Twitter, okay? Like, she don't even seem bright, but she got like over like 6,000 followers, whatever. And like she just followed me today and so on and so forth. And she's talking about Linda Sarsour being anti-Semitic because some Jewish girl on Twitter, or supposedly some Jewish girl bio said, well, she has a bio that implies that she's Jewish, saying that Linda Sarsour is saying anti-Semitic stuff. This black chick, right? And this chick is staying on, like, she's like, she got a little small YouTube channel, but on Twitter, like she get a lot of retweets and stuff like that, and she get blocked a lot by a lot of blue checks. And so, like, here's the hypocrisy here. Like, I'm telling this woman, I'm like, what? First of all, what did Linda Sarsour say that's anti-Semitic? Linda Sarsour, she's one of the co-founders of the Women's March that Meghan McCain did not like. Like, she didn't say why, but we all know why she didn't like. Is a Palestinian woman from New York is a part of that, right? Because she thinks she's a Zionist and she's not even Jewish. And so, like, I didn't see no screenshots. I mean, I don't do the Clubhouse thing. I don't even know what that is. I think that's another platform for people to come and talk. But Linda Sarsour was on this Clubhouse, and I'm like, okay, if y'all are calling the woman anti-Semitic, let's see the damn receipts. Like, let's see the screen recordings. Let's see something. Like, they have you have to produce it. So this black girl, whatever, that talks about that talks on Twitter. Her name's like I am Shantizi. She followed me today. If you looked at my follow for today, you'll find her. I mean, I'm not on my Twitter right now. And so she goes, "Oh, Linda Sarsour is being anti-Semitic." Okay, so to me, as a black person, what you even saying that is full of hypocrisy. Okay, like, the majority of this whole anti-Semitism is propaganda. Okay, like, we want to talk about anti-Semitism. Okay, okay, I'm sure. All right, there's discrimination, there's horrible ridicule to the Jewish community. But if we want to talk about the actual truth, can we also include the Palestinians in Palestine, who literally have limited territory, whose territory that is limited is also being illegally occupied by the Israeli government? Can we talk about the full circle? So when we talk about Palestinian rights, it's automatically seen as anti-Semitic. Just ask Dr. Lamont Hill, who was on CNN, who simply said, off of CNN actually, but at some type of college seminar, simply said free Palestine. All of a sudden, CNN fires his ass. Didn't say a reason, just said that his commentary did not align with the values. But we know what it is, because Wolf Blitzer used to be part of this big old Jewish organization. The man with the beard, the old man with the glasses and the beard. So we know what it is. Okay. So, and let me just tell y'all this. So the fact that a black woman is talking about another a group that's a people of color that are really minimized and seen as not even people overseas, really don't have no rights, it's kind of like a hypocrite. Because, like, if you think about it, if you call yourself a biblical woman or a biblical man, and literally the essence of where I'm from, where my people are minimized, is literally where Jesus was from, right? Aren't these people Bible thumpers and they believe in the Bible? Don't they believe in Jesus and stuff like that? but when it comes to rights of people who are born in that area, they are minimized because of simply being Palestinian. That's number one. Number two, like, as a black person, you should always be an ally. Like, you should understand what the situation is, even if you're not even knowledgeable about Palestinian conflict with Israel, even if you're not knowledgeable, because you should know that the reason why black people are finally being heard politically is because y'all make up a huge population, 13% in the United States of America, and these politicians like a Joe Biden, these networks like CBS or ABC, they now have to fall in line with you all. Like, they have to fall in line. It's not that they care about y'all because you're black. It's because y'all have a big voice. There's a thing called Black Twitter now. It's social media. And, you know, there's cancel culture going on. So they know there's a fall in line. It's simply kind of like me entering Hollywood. It's like either I got to be a Monique or a Steve Harvey. Either way, I got to fall in line with the system or be about integrity, okay? That same notion with the Monique situation, integrity, also applies to being a person of color here in America, okay? There's a high rating towards blacks being a person of color, and y'all have voices now that are being heard, but yet the racial disparities for Palestinians is low, literally probably less than 1% here in the United States of America. So our voices aren't heard about Palestinian rights because it's low, and they don't have to care about that. You see what I mean? They don't have to care about that. There's not a lot of noise about it. It's not that because they're not prejudiced. It's because, you know, they have no choice but to care about black people. Like, I just don't understand why people don't understand that. Like, it's simple. Is yes, I am. It's simple, like, logic to me. So it's you be the voice. What are you talking about, Victoria? Is there anyone worth watching? Really, BBC? Who's that? The network? JOA, is there anyone worth watching? How come you did not make a live about Tucker saying that George Floyd basically was responsible for his own death? Because I don't have Wi-Fi and I'm not watching the trial because I don't want to get pissed off. You know, like, if they really cared about black people, there's enough evidence that the man literally had his knee on his neck. And guess where they learned that from, you guys? Guess where the police force learned with the whole Neil situation? In Israel. A lot of these police forces here in New York and stuff like that, they get trained by the Israeli army. And that's a common situation that happens in Israel with Palestinians. You can look it up, okay? The kneel on the neck, okay? That's not new to me. That's common overseas, all right? So that's how they get trained. I mean, I know y'all hear about where y'all money go, where the money go to, right? Some places in Israel army. I know, right? You see what I mean? So it's like the whole Neil situation is nothing new, okay? Even Dr. Lamont Hill, who is a former CNN correspondent, he does Middle Eastern research specifically in Palestine. He's pro-Palestine, which is why, like, I'm always gonna be pro him. Like, I love the man, literally. And so, like, he even said that a lot of these New York police departments, a lot of these departments here in the United States of America, they learned that shit from the people overseas, from, you know, what they do to my people. So, like, it's just a whole bunch of shit. If you ain't white in America, it's like, you know, it's still literally how it was back then, but now it's laws. So they skirt around the laws and try to make it seem like we treated equally, but really we're not treated equally. Not even close to what? What you talking about, Danny Singer? Can you explain why you are comparing Don to Candace Owens? Because Don is the Candace Owens of liberal media. That's why. I have to leave, not because I want to. I have to go to work. Like, video. All right, thank you, Miss Sharon. As an Afro-Latina, I'm pissed. It was no trial. He said on the show there are YouTube videos and possibly from Facebook. That's what they all say. I'm not watching. That's a cop out. No, it's not a cop out. First of all, I mean, I have other things I need to do. Like, I need, like, you know, I don't got time to be watching something that's traumatic. And yeah, so what do you think about Lil Nas X news video? I mean, I don't care for the man like that. I really don't care. I don't care. Like, I mean, he did that for marketing. Why else? You know, why else would he do that video? You picked this one instead. LOL. What? Don Lemon? Picked what? That's your explanation. Wow. Don Lemon is the left of Candace Owens. I just don't like him. Like, until he apologized, I want you to what's her name? Francois Eberhardt. I want you to look up a YouTube video on CNN It's with Reza Aslan, who is like who he calls himself like a Middle Eastern like scholar, whatever. And then they had this white woman on CNN. I don't know her name, but she's like a popular face on CNN. Then they had Don Lemon, and that man read Don Lemon and that white woman for fifth. Like Don Lemon wanted to be a white woman that day, okay? But Reza Aslan was not having that, okay? Like he and that white woman used Don Lemon as a black man to talk about the Muslim community, to talk about his own people that are also Muslims, to talk about his former president whose father was a Muslim, okay, or isn't, or he's still alive, right? No, was a Muslim. Barack Hussein Obama's father. So it's like Don Lemon was a white woman that day with the other white woman. So like that's why I don't like him. I can't stand him. I don't care. I don't care. I don't want to be friends with anybody. Like I'm only gonna speak what I feel and speak the truth. Until he apologized for what he says, fuck him. Like he can go to hell. So like I've been trying to tell y'all this. They don't care about black people. They don't care about people of color. They don't play, you know, they only care about y'all because they don't have a choice. Biden don't have a choice. Don't ask me if I vote or not. I did not vote. I didn't vote since 10 years ago. That's the last time I voted. So please stop asking me if I voted or not. No, I did not vote this time around. I did not vote last time around. You know, and I had that right. Like I didn't vote. And no, I'm not complaining. I can complain because I didn't like either or. And I didn't like either or this time around either. So no, I did not vote. So then he was on Steve Harvey's show. Literally the two most black prominent men in Hollywood is Don Lemon. Well, the two most hypocritical, let me rephrase that. Hypocritical prominent men in Hollywood is Don Lemon and Steve Harvey. Don Lemon is, like I said, the left wing Candace Owens, and Steve Harvey literally is the father in the Apple's Derek Jackson, father of literally gaining millions of dollars for teaching women how to act like a woman but think like a man when he cheated on his wife. Okay, so he makes money off of being a cheater. And Derek Jackson, I'm not sure if y'all heard of him, but it was a huge story about this YouTuber who also makes money off of telling women how to be treated, how to treat, like how to be in a relationship and stuff like that. But yet he consistently cheated on his wife, one with a fucking surgeon, yes, a woman that does surgery who got pregnant by him, and number two, another side chick or whatever. So like I'm just tired of these hypocritical men that literally use their voices to take our dollars, but yet they're full of hypocrisy. So that's why I said you can be a Steve Harvey or you can be a Monique. Yeah, as soon as I voted, they called my ass to jury duty. I was the youngest on that panel. They chose me, you know. I was the youngest, you know. What's important? Steve Harvey, him is Banks. So, yeah, I'm just tired of these people. I don't know. There's a video of him crying. I don't know who Don Lemon, Queen D. Crying about something on CNN or whatever. CNN trying to be like YouTubers. They trying to get clicks and whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't like people. Like I can't stand fake people. I hate bullshit. Like literally, you know. Fake tears. Like he's a clown. He's a damn clown. I can't stand him, man. Like him he even went on Steve Harvey radio show and he talked about they talked about the same thing. Like I only watched a 3-minute clip of from that 3-minute clip. They talked about what Monique and Steve Harvey talked about. So literally what they were saying is to fall in line with the industry, and then when you're successful, that's when you could act up. The hell? So basically keep sucking dick until you get to the top, and then after that speak your mind, because now you have this power and influence. So like we can tell you don't like people. I mean, I'm not perfect. I just don't like bullshit. Like I'm a Scorpio. I don't know what that means to you, but I just don't like people that are full of shit. I don't have time for that. I don't have patience for people. I mean, I have my own demons, and you know, Like, but it's not. I just always been like that. I don't like people that are full of shit. Um, so yeah, like I don't like Don Lemon. I think he's full of shit. Like I tried to even give Candace Owens, like, because she's a black woman and stuff like that. I'm trying to give people who literally don't, like, didn't have a face to look at growing up and stuff like that. But she say some off the wall stuff. So I'm like, yeah, I don't think I can support that. Don Lemon, as soon as he made that commentary about the Muslim community, I said, okay, well, fuck him. Like, fuck that white woman, wannabe white woman, Don Lemon. And so yeah, and then Steve Harvey, like, I like watching his ask Steve, because I think the audience, they ask ridiculous questions. But I mean, like, even my barber, I have a black barber who I've been going to for like 6 years. He's about 67 years old. He says the same thing. He's like, first of all, why am I going to listen to a man that cheated on his wife, that literally was by his side while he was going on comedy tours? Okay, and I was like, yeah, like, why would I support someone like that, whose wife was his ride or die, while he was literally grinding from comedy club to comedy club before he made it to the Kings of Comedy, and then he betrayed her by cheating. And then he even cheated on the wife that's the mistress now, okay? And she walked out, like, let me know. She was like, this is how you know you a hoe. She was like, let me know when you done, then call me. Like, let me know when you're serious, because she a hoe. What's her name? Marjorie, whatever. Like, what woman tells a man that? Like, well, he has money. So, like, that's a rhetorical question. So, been voting since the 80s, didn't vote this time either. No, she's not. She's a lost token. She is the same category as Stacey Dash. Yeah, because she didn't apologize yet, Candace, because she in her coins still. I don't go to church. I don't celebrate Easter either. I'm sorry. I'm cursing. My bad. Y'all too sensitive. This is America. Everyone has the right to think what they want to think and believe in what they. Yeah, I mean, look, Mr. C, I've been on YouTube for a long time. They got people that say I'm unsubscribing, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, but they come back. They lurk around. They don't really leave. Like I don't give a damn if you say I'm unsubscribing. I really don't give a damn. Like, how they be at tourists don't take. Why don't have? Yeah, I don't have friends at all. I spoke that on my community page. I was like, it's so different nowadays. Like, I'm in my late 20s, but still, like, I'm old enough to remember when it was like, go out, play baseball, play kickball, play video games, play some soccer, knock on someone's door, use your beeper. Like, I was old enough to remember a beeper. Like, hey, let's hang out outside. Now it's like, everything is about, like, normal people like you and I. They think they're celebrities. They live a double life on Instagram and all of that stuff. And when you try to, like, converse with people don't know how to communicate. They're fake as fuck. And then in person, they want to be brand new. That's when they want to talk to you. And I'm just simply be like, I don't want to talk to you because, like on the phone or whatever, you don't reach out, whatever. So why am I going to talk to you in person? Like, I'm the same way on here as I am in real life. I don't have a multiple personality disorder. That's a problem with America. Hell, that's a problem with globally with people with social media. They have a multiple personality disorder. They got people who are really timid in life, who are really shy, but they act like they all hard and shit on social media. Then they got people who are or the opposite. They got really people who actually not the opposite. It's for the most part it's people who act like they high almighty and shit on social media, but in real life they ain't about shit. You know what I mean? They're very timid. They're very shy. They just use social media kind of like those people behind the scenes with the egg on Twitter or whatever when they trolling you. That's how a lot of people, they use their social media, to get likes and stuff like that, and be popular on social media. But in person, they just they quiet as fuck. So, like, literally, I just left the Dollar Tree and I was like, with my mom. I was like, Mom, I'm about to tell this dude at the register that he is slow as fuck. Like, he was moving so slow, like, literally grabbing one damn item, swiping it, one item. And then the woman in front of me was like, yeah, he's really slow. So when I got up to the counter, I saw that he's in high school. So I'm like, give him a break in my mind, because he a young kid. You see what I mean? But had he been grown, I would have told him, the dude was moving slow as fuck. You should be stocking. You shouldn't be on the register. What, mind you, two registers open in a huge ass Dollar Tree that just got built and they busy because of Easter. Like, come on now. Like he was moving slow. Shit. Like, speed up. That man was moving slower than a snail. Like, fuck. So Don Lemon is a clown. That's what the deal is with Don Lemon. Okay. A clown. A clown. Like, I don't know. He just like, you know how there's people in your life that you just don't like, that they just have bad energy. Like, I feed off of people's energy, and there's sometimes people in your life that you don't know why you dislike them. You just feel it. He's one of those people. Like, but I know why I dislike him. But like, you understand what I mean? Like, there's people that you just feel like they got bad energy, or like something is about them that's off. And then if you go against your gut, that's when you're gonna find out. You know what I mean? Exactly. He a clown. He's using y'all. He's using black people. Since when does he talk about black shit? Since when does Don Lemon talk about black? Oh, I talked to Oprah. Oh my god. Oh my god. How you doing? I talked to Oprah. Like, you know, like, oh man, my chest hurt. I'm about to head up. Like, he's some big shit. I called Oprah the other day. Oprah's another clown too. You know, but let's talk about her another day. I talked to Oprah. You know, yeah. You know, so he can get some type of credibility. I talked to Oprah. You know. Can anybody name me any African American host entertainer that you feel are like 100 that keeps it real? Like, does anybody? Yeah, unfortunately, I am Miss Sandy. Joy Reid is full of shit too. Don't get me on her. Like, Joy Reid is full of shit. Can anybody in the comments tell me what black person that you know in media that's really like known, that's really keeps it 100? I'll wait. Please tell me. Wendy's, yeah, she was in full truth about her mistress and stuff like that. I wouldn't say her, you know. Amanda Seales. I mean, to me, Amanda Seales, she got on my nerves. I ain't gonna lie, on the real at first. And then she really got on my nerves when she said Jesse Williams is low-key noble. No, he ain't. Okay, a lot of these gay people, let me just say this. A lot of these gay people like to use their gay card to get to the top. Okay, we had the same situation here with a host here in my area that literally wrote on his company's fan page the F word, like something to the effect of "shut the F up, FAGGOT," and come to find out that status on that Facebook page was traced to an IP address of an iPhone that he said was broke. All of a sudden, it was crushed in the trash. Okay, no, whoopie's not. It was crushed in the trash, right? And so literally, like, he ended up leaving the job. Mind you, I applied to this job like 3-4 times. Like, I was trying to, like, before YouTube, like, I was literally trying to make it promotions and get to like DJ, do a couple 3 years and go to New York, go to Chicago, go to a higher market. Hey, Miss Anna, I said hi. So that's what Jesse, what's his name? Fuck. Jesse Smollett did. You know what I mean? Like, I'm the gay Tupac, blah blah blah. Like, you know, he trying to start like a frenzy, with his career. And so, but there's more to the story, because according to sources, there's someone behind the scenes who also was enabling him to do that. And I would not be surprised if it was, what's his name? Lee Daniels. I would not be surprised, because he's gay as well. Plus, he seemed like he's a little off. Like, you know, especially he wouldn't pay Damon Dash his money. Damon Dash was like, where my money? Like, he approached him. Y'all saw that video? He was like, where my millions of dollars? You know, like, where's my money? So like Amanda Seales, to me, I feel like when she said Jesse Williams is low-key noble, and then she compared it to Emmett Till, like, two wrongs don't make a right. Like, first of all, I understand the police system in Chicago is effed up. Hell, the police system all over is effed up. But at the same time, like, you're only making the situation worse. You know, you're wasting the people's tax. You're wasting black people of color tax dollars, number one. And then you're making these police officers even more angry. So then they're going to do something else to a black person that shouldn't have happened. So like he you know, like, and the host on the real were scared to question, just because you have a degree in African American studies does not make you smart. Just because you have a degree, period, does not, hell, I got a degree, okay? And just because I have a degree does not make me smart. You see what I mean? Like anybody can get through college nowadays. Hell, like a 4-year degree, like you can cheat your way through college. It's not that hard, all right? So you know, slowly I got to like her, but I feel like she's the way she is because she's been through so much in life. Like I watched her on the Breakfast Club and she was like she's tired of feeling guarded. Like she wants a boyfriend or somebody in her personal life where she can feel like less guarded. And I think she said where she can be pink and soft and stuff like that because she's tired of, you know, moving through the world as being guarded, you know. But just I she lost her credibility though when she said Jesse Noble, what's Jesse Noble? Jesse Smollett is low key noble, you know. The talk lady, Cheryl Underwood, probably the realest. I followed her like literally, and then the next day she followed me, and then I saw her the tweet. This was 2 weeks before that stuff happened at the talk. 2 weeks or a week and a half. Cheryl Underwood, yeah, she literally has, she's following over 1 million people, 1.1 million, and she has 1.1 million followers. So she follows everybody. If you follow her right now, she's gonna follow you back, you know. As long as you don't have like a fake profile or whatever. But yeah, probably the top. And she's good friends with Steve Harvey, unfortunately. Um, Wendy was not telling the truth about her mistress. No, or about her husband's mistress. I got her for 30 days for taking Israel leader. Oh yeah, well, I guess when you use like those words, then yeah, they gonna suspend you. Yeah, but I think Mark Zuckerberg is Jewish, and it's not hidden information that Facebook leans right, you know. No, well, Joy Behar to me is suspect. I mean, I feel like I have a problem with everybody, y'all. To me, Joy Behar is suspect, okay? Like, I think she got a little bit of prejudiceness in her from watching The View. Key reasons. She said Hilaria Baldwin, the woman that faked being Latina for like over 10 years, literally capitalized off of being Latina, talking about, what's that on video? What do you call that in English? Oh, somebody told her a cucumber. Bitch, you white. How the fuck do you know that's a cucumber? You know, and then being on Latina magazine. So she capitalized off of profiting like a Rachel Dolezal. Hell, at least Rachel Dolezal did the damn work. You know, she just like, you know, I don't want to say put a costume on because I ain't trying. Hell yeah, she basically put a costume on. But what's it call it? So Joy Behar, yeah. So Joy Behar gave her the benefit of the doubt. No, she didn't give her benefit. She just simply said the woman did an homage, like how she did back in the day. No, what Joy Behar did was also considered to be blackface. That was a blackface thing. Like if people want to get mad off of, I don't watch the Housewives, but her name is Countess Luann. She does like cabaret. They don't get mad at her. I think she did a costume of Diana Ross or something like that, and then her skin color was exactly the same complexion as Joy Behar. Then let's give everybody like the same treatment. Yeah. So Joy Behar to me is low key prejudiced. I know she's like 74 years old, so she's around that time, but I think she's low key prejudiced. Whoopi is a Democratic elitist. You know, I don't consider her to be real. I think she's nice behind the scenes, but I don't think she's like 100% real. Because number one, she defended Mel Gibson for saying the N-word, like publicly saying he's not a racist. I know Mel Gibson. And I think she got traumatized from when she was on this tour, you know, because she's a comedian as well, and she said something about Bush the son and used his name about, you know, about having a bush, about having your genitalia full of bush or something like that. So they canceled her ass and she was off. She had no jobs for 5 years. So Barbara Walters really set her up, you know. If it wasn't for Barbara Walters, she probably wouldn't be working. You know, this was what, in 2000, like early 2000s. So she would never be working if it wasn't for Barbara Walters. Dame Dash, my bad. Yeah, I like Whoopi too. Joshua Johnson is okay, and Tiffany Cross, I can tolerate them somewhat. Yeah, so I knew Tiffany Cross was gonna get her own show when she was on The View, and she challenged Whoopi. Like she respectfully disagreed. Like a lot of these hosts, when you have the main moderator, a lot of these hosts they're scared. Like a lot of people, I feel like they're scared of Whoopi. You know, like they let her say what she say and stuff like that. Like they don't challenge her, especially when she told Sonny, "Don't yell at me." I'm like, is this woman having a schizophrenic moment? Because Nowhere in the show did I see Sunny Holston like yell at her. So I don't know what her problem was that day, but Sunny was like, I didn't yell at you. She's smiling. But like, that's why Whoopi didn't like Rosie or allegedly Rosie or allegedly Jedediah Bila, because those two hosts, they challenged her. Like they didn't take her shit as facts. So yeah, someone said it was someone connected to Lee Daniels and stuff. Um, so I think someone enabled him to do that. Like, it don't seem like Jesse would be all the way smart or all, his first of all, he wasn't even smart hatching the plan. So it seemed like somebody literally like enabled him to do that, but we don't know. To this day, we still don't know like who it was. And I wouldn't be surprised if it was Lee. Who's Josh Johnson? I don't know who that is. Uh, have you been watching the trial? No, I don't want to. I don't want to watch the trial. Um, yeah, Amanda is smart. I mean, I feel like me and her would be good friends because she don't take shit. And the funny thing is, this is another example without saying this. If y'all watched Amanda's commentary towards Kevin Frazier, who is the journalist, I don't know, black host on Entertainment Tonight, right? And Kevin Frazier tagged Amanda Seales on Instagram, right? And he tagged Cheryl Underwood and some other black people. I think Angela Rye as well. Some other people that talk about the black space. And said, let's I'm paraphrasing here, but let's have a kumbaya moment and have Sharon Osbourne be invited so we can explain to her what she did was seen as like, wrong or racist, whatever. And like Amanda Seales went off. I played that video on my channel. Like she went off, right? And then towards the end of the video, Amanda Seales said that she needs her own show, okay? She had a damn show. It's called The Real, but you know what? The Real ain't fucking real, okay? This goes back to what I keep telling y'all. I keep fucking telling y'all, but y'all ain't listening to me. I keep telling y'all that these networks don't give a damn about black people. They just know they have no choice, okay? The Real has been a full of shit even before Tamar was fired, okay? The Real is racist. And Big Lon, Big Ham Hock Nick, in my K Michelle voice, Lonnie Love talking about, you see, a lot of people, she said this one time on The Real, she's like, a lot of people think that Fox don't give opportunities to people. She's, she a whole sellout. That's why her career ain't gonna go as big as what it is now because of what she did to Tamar Braxton, okay? Okay, if y'all don't know this, and a lot of people don't know this, during like the season 1 of The Real or 6-week sneak peek or going into season 1, they had two women, not only just two women, two Muslim women who wore the hijab around her head, the religious covering around her head. They sat in the front row, and the producers of Fox told them that they need to be sit back. They need to go to the back row because they don't want them to be seen on camera. That's what they said on a show that's supposed to represent diversity, okay? So do y'all understand why Amanda Seales says she needs her own talk show? Because the show that's supposedly supposed to be the first show to represent all cultures, all representation is full of shit, okay? Because it starts from where? It starts from the top. And as soon as they diversify the top at these talk shows, it's only when it's going to be transition from a symbolism, which it is now, to a realism. Because right now, this whole Black Lives Matter, this whole social activism, being pro-black and everything is all symbolic for profit and money in mainstream bullshit, okay? It's not about being realistic about it, okay? And that's what The Real does as well. So how are you gonna say you need your own show when you were on a show that promotes diversity when in reality it's called a fake and it's not promoting diversity? That's why she left the show. Then this producer had the audacity to go crying to the higher ups because Amanda Seales was like, she wants credit for a story. You are a damn producer. Like, it's like you want to do a damn story on a black experience and you're talking to a woman that does this for a living, that does comedic acts around the globe for a living, but yet you're not going to give her credit for it? Like, that's fucked up, If you want a producer to produce a segment, don't pick a white producer that don't know shit about the black culture. Pick someone that's white that knows the culture, or someone that's black or a person of color, whatever. So I was like, am I gonna get credit? Like, yeah, she's supposed to get credit for that. Like, she's a host, not a producer. She don't have an executive producer to do that. It's the producer job to to prep the host and say this is what we're going to be doing. She told Amanda, just tell me how it's going to be and I'm gonna write it down. And Amanda was like, am I gonna get credit for it? Like, so, and she went to go crying like a Karen. That's what Karens do. White people, most of them, they play victim when confronted with racial situations and stuff like that. So I don't blame. No, I'm not calling her aggressive. Don't do that. That's the stereotype that white people say all the time. Have you been all over? And did you walk in the shoes as a police officer? Maybe that's how you got your degree. Cheating. Victoria, shut the fuck up. What did Don Lemon do wrong now? No, he's a queen. Uh um Cheryl Underwood, yeah, I like Cheryl Underwood. Who's old? Sherry Shepard, uh, I thought she was too dumb for the view. I'm gonna keep her real. Joy Behar's I no, she's 74. Um, no, she's 78 because in 20 her contract ends next year. A lot of y'all didn't believe me when I said that, but it's literally on record, and she doesn't know if she's gonna renew it or not. Like I like her on the View, but she's low key prejudiced. I mean, we all have our little prejudiced ways, but I mean, it's pretty obvious that she is. I don't know if other people caught on that. Um, um, it sounds like Victoria says you low key prejudice. I know she's a troll, but I mean, we all have prejudiced ways. Like I said this on camera before, I'm gonna say it again. Ain't nobody on here can say that they never felt some type of way about or felt anger or something and something slipped out their mouth or something during a situation. And if you say that's not true, then use a lie. Like, what about Megan McCain? Yeah, so for okay, let's get on Sharon Osbourne. First of all, the man who broke the man who broke the story, his name's Yashar Ellie, and his I'm not even gonna curse, but he blocked me yesterday because yesterday, well, the day before yesterday, right? The day before yesterday, he blocked me, right? I posted my community page, and so because the girl, I don't even like calling her rap name, but Danielle Bergoli, the girl that was on Dr. Phil, let's say Catch Me Outside, the white chick that's capitalizing off of black music. She started a OnlyFans because she just turned 18 like 3 days ago, and literally in 6 hours she made $1 million. Like literally, like that's how many people want to see her, which I thought was disgusting. I mean, you know, attractive, like, but come on now, that's a little disgusting. Like, like come on now, she's a kid to me. She's still, like to me, Kylie Jenner is still a kid. I see her as a child. I don't see her as a woman. With all that plastic surgery. So like, he posted like on Twitter, he wrote "Bad Baby," which is her rapper name, aka Catch Me Outside. Um, Girl that was on Dr. Phil just got $1 million for being on OnlyFans for 6 hours, and she's like literally the she broke a record, right? So then I replied back to this tweet, and then I wrote "Bad Baby." I put "Bad Baby," aka woman that something to the effect of woman that capitalizes off of trying to be like off of black people, aka gets views for being white, which is true, okay? Because they had a black girl on Dr. Phil who said she don't like being black, she want to be white, and literally come to find out that the girl went on the show because of this chick, Bad Baby, who got this fame because she talked like she from the streets. You know what I mean? So he blocked me for that. Well, fuck him. Because look, there's racism all over. There's racism in my culture, and there's a tribal groups. There's Sunni versus Shiite. Sunni people are people who are in the Jordanian, Palestinian, area region, and then the Shiite people are Persian people, like Iranians. And so that's what he is. So like over time, like as I followed him, I felt like he felt some type of way because on my bio I put proud Palestinian, right? And a lot of them they feel some type of way about my people. So I kind of felt like maybe he's like that. I know he liked to see himself as a journalist, but he used to work for the Clinton administration. He used to be like an advisor or something. I don't know, some behind the scenes bullshit in politics, kind of like a George Stephanopoulos, and now he's trying to be seen as a journalist. But it's clear, like, we know where your politics in line. You used to work for the Clinton administration. Ain't no way you were a Republican. So that's how I wrote he a Democrat, and y'all got mad. I know you lying, Danita. Hold on, give me a read. Give me a read. Whoopi. Okay. Who is Don Lemon? Whoopi is just old. That's what it is. Yeah, she old as fuck. Like, she what I don't like about Whoopi is like she think like people are forgetting about her. What, she's a baby boomer. People are forgetting about her generation. Like, she literally told AOC to her face that she didn't like AOC because she thought AOC was not including her with tax breaks and with health care and stuff like that. That's the reason why Whoopi's not for Bernie, because she thought Bernie was forgetting, because all the young people like Bernie. You know what I mean? Like, I liked him. I don't now. I think he's a waste of time and full of shit, because you don't, I mean, he didn't even give a reason as to why he stopped his campaign. Did not even get a reason why. Damon Dash wanted to Webley Daniels. Yeah, like, don't play. That's one thing with me. Don't play with my money. Like, don't play with my money. I thought Down Lemon was getting married to a woman. I know you lying. I missed something, but there is nothing wrong with being there. Just people to please. No, I'm not saying about him being gay. I'm just saying I just call him Queen D because I think he's full of shit. I think he's using black people to sell his book, which is already number one. What, Scott? What didn't I comment on? What you said? Poor ratings on the Real. Yeah, the Real. I get more views than the damn Real. Okay, the Real is done. I'm surprised that show is still on. That show is stupid. Like, I can't stand Lonnie. Like, I am gonna say hate. I highly dislike her. Like, I don't like snakes. Like, girl, you are not talented. You're not meant to be a comedian. You're not meant to be the star of the show. Like, you're not funny at all whatsoever. And for her to even like try to get a black woman, like, that's just like, don't sit here and go on the E nightly pop that you're going on now. I'm talking about you for a black woman and stuff like that. She read them tweets, like, and then Nina Parker and then Bevy Smith was like, oh, like, black woman, black host. I replied, y'all be careful with Lonnie Love. She may take your job and try to get you fired. You know what I mean? So, it don't seem what I am diverse. He said he for the people. What look how he talk about black people. Who very ambitious. The Real is about dancing during the beginning of the show. It's all no. So the Real is just like about, yeah, like it was about celebrities because they're all celebrities in their own rights being relatable to us. That's how I feel like they were, really popular and stuff like that. But as soon as Chris Brown read Adrian Balon, who I highly believe like had sex with married men allegedly, and read Tamar and everything, they changed the narrative. That's when they used a celebrity story and they applied it to themselves as celebrity, because they weren't trying to be like a Wendy or whatever. They couldn't take that. I am skipping all over the place. What did Don Lemon do wrong though? He's a clown. Why is Don Lemon fake though? He's a clown. That means how low I can. That was rude. What was rude? Sarah's too. Don't get me on Sarah. Okay, so I don't like Sarah. Sarah's parents are Trump supporters. Sarah leans more right than left. Sarah's full of shit as well. Because y'all know who Barry Wise is. Barry Wise is the woman that come on The View like every now and then. Is supposedly Meghan McCain's best friend. Barry Wise is Jewish. She talks about like, anti-Semitism. And then when Nick Cannon had that fallout, Barry Wise, because she needed a damn job, because she needed the money, tweeted Nick Cannon her book, and Nick Cannon bought it, and she pinned that tweet because, Barry Wise is like a Meghan McCain because Barry Wise's career is about being a victim, okay? She's all about everybody is after her, me, blaming people for her fucked up career, try to get a Palestinian man fired, a Palestinian professor fired in school just because she thought his ideology is dangerous, okay? Whatever. And then also played victim saying that the New York Times, who she was a writer for, was anti-Semitic and, people were bullying her. So, I don't know what she tried to do with that. I'm not sure if she tried to get some clout or whatever, but now she's writing for Substack, which is basically an article that's kind of like Patreon, which I promote, but she's writing articles and people can subscribe to that by paying money. So she still need a job. So, like I said, karma is real. It's a full circle moment. I'm not trying to be mean. Like, I'm not a mean person. I'm just saying I just don't like her. And so basically one day I was on Sarah Haynes' husband's like Twitter page, right? Because for some reason his Twitter page got linked on my profile. I don't know if somebody liked it or retweeted it. So then I just went on it to see what's going on because people were saying that his tweets are kind of like Tamara Mowry's husband, okay? Like white Supra on a white Supra level, right? So I see a tweet that he retweeted from Barry Wise. You know, Barry Wise was writing about an article about what? Victimhood, about a woman quitting her job or something, you know, basically another woman playing victim, like Barry Wise. So then I quote tweeted that tweet. I said, not surprised. Then I added Sarah Haynes, like, not surprised. Sarah Haynes' husband, Mike, whatever his name is a supporter of Barry Wise and stuff like that. And Sarah Haynes, boring clown ass, responded talking about Barry Wise is a intellectual, educated, independent thinker in many areas in this life, including this article, blah 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 blah. And I replied back, I said, lies you tell. Have you read her history? Like, you know what I mean? So, but mind you, Sarah Haynes' husband is Jewish. I mean, you know, a lot of them, you know, if I think you get what I'm trying to say. So, you know, so he doesn't believe in like, just look at his tweets. It's like Tamara Husband's tweets, okay? He's anti Black Lives Matter, looks like it, and he's anti like just black people like problems and don't believe black people problems exist and stuff like that. What's black music? Okay. Oh hell yeah, I have said stuff about a race I did because it ain't black and he became it. All right, Sandy, you being too honest. Sandy being Dr. Phil is scripted. Of course. What's an N? You know what an N is. She's saying the N word. Scott, I'm trying to understand. I wish you were older. I see more eyes. I too with you. You crazy. I love Bernie. He stopped because I believe it's no Bernie's just a waste of time and space. Did you see that freak? Yeah, I saw the little picture. I'm like, I need. To be honest with you guys, I didn't even watch the video. I was like, you know what? I'm just tired of his queen self, Queen D. And look, when Ice Cube did that interview with Chris Cuomo, I did a video on it, and I'm still a fan of Ice Cube, by the way. Like, I love Friday. That's my show. Like, I used to laugh at Michael Blackson. You motherfucker. What is this? This shit's whack. I can't jiggy with this shit. Give me my money fucking back and I have my fucking receipt. Like, I used to laugh at that, right? And so that video, remember how when Ice Cube, I was just talking about, remember how when Ice Cube was on Cuomo and they were talking about Ice Cube's plan for black people and stuff like that? And then so I made a video about it, like really like defending Ice Cube because Black Twitter was like going ham at him and like really just going in on Chris Cuomo and everything. And that video literally was behind the main video on YouTube. So it was like number one. It was the second video to click on if you search that. And Ice Cube shaded me, calling me Greek. He was like, because at that time I didn't show my face. But I did a video on my phone like this because I was like, I got to get on camera some way. I know it's going to be hard for me to upload, but I got to get on camera. So I said what I said. And then he was like, be careful, y'all. Don't listen to people that are something to the effect that are Greeks in disguises and stuff. So of course I replied to that, did a video on that. But yeah, so he saw my video obviously, but I'm still a fan, it's whatever, you know. So yeah, so but don't hate on Loney. What about Big Lon? You seem to choose. No, I don't choose. That's just how I am. That's my personality. Loney is like, she's fake. See, look, let me tell you about this. When The Real first started, remember how they did the first impressions, right? And everybody was talking about, like, they didn't think they were getting the job. Even Lonnie, Big Lon said the same thing. Lonnie Love was lying, okay? The girl was already locked down for the job, okay? Lonnie Love had a deal with Telepictures already, with Warner Brothers already. She wanted her own talk show. But Telepictures, Warner Brothers, like, no, we want to create a panel. And so that's why Lonnie Love was like, okay. You know, that's why Lonnie was like, I want my own talk show, you know, on the Breakfast Club and stuff like that. She's not talented enough, okay? Like, the only reason why she got that deal is because she was a DJ for Ellen. And I'm sure Ellen did that hookup because Ellen shows under Warner Brothers. And she used to be on Chelsea Handler's talk show. So, I mean, that's the only reason. Like, you know, she got that deal. We all can be fake, not me. The Real is boring. Yeah, it is. I don't even watch that show anymore. Hold on, y'all. I'll be paranoid. Sometimes they be listening and stuff. Like, I don't even watch that show anymore, y'all. Like, I stopped watching. It got so boring. Like, when Amanda Seales left, I don't even talk about it much anymore. Like, it's I don't know why it's still on the air. Yeah, they're all fake. Like, literally all of them. Like, most of them are fake. Fuck Meghan McCain. She has the audacity to say that I want to do a video on it, but I didn't. She was like, Matt Gaetz needs to resign. This is not about cancel culture BS because Meghan McCain is mad because she saw that video of Tiffany Cross reading her ass for filth, and then her husband Plagiar's blog did a whole article on it, which was weak as fuck. So then I tagged the article. I tagged the writer. Her name's Emily. Like it's not Ben Dominant's sister because he got a sister named Emily. But I tweeted the article and I tweeted the writer and then I tagged the producer who works under Tiffany Cross and I tagged Tiffany Cross as well. The producer he replied, yeah, we were like that article's weak as fuck. Like she had weak as fuck points as to why as to what Meghan McCain said, saying, so are you saying that one of us should leave the show because we only had one Asian American here that worked here within the 25-year history of The View? If race and gender means something, then that means one of us needs to leave the show. And that's not what the point is. We're not talking about, we're not necessarily, I mean, part of it is that, but we're not just saying hire anybody that's Asian even if they don't qualify. We're not saying that. And she doesn't understand that because what? She's a white woman with privilege. She doesn't understand that representation matters because all her life was a white person, a white man, a white woman on television. All her damn life. So she doesn't know the difference. And I feel sorry for her. Like she doesn't love herself, you know? That kind of sounds hypocritical because I'm working on that for myself as well. But she lacks life experience. She lacks struggle. She lacks sleeping on the floor. She lacks paying rent. She lacks sleeping in your car. She lacks not being able to buy the best kind of food, the best this. She lacks basic like life experience, like struggle, work ethic. That's what she lacks, you know. And so like if I ever have kids in my life, I'm gonna make sure they know how to work. Like you're working. Like you're going to be working at a McDonald's, Burger King, whatever. Like you ain't getting shit from me. Like and you know you're gonna be working for that dollar, so you can know the value of a dollar. And she doesn't know that. Like you know, because her parents didn't teach her. Mistress Cindy McCain did not teach her daughter that. Okay, and this is what I keep telling y'all: when you leave your wife, when you go off to war and be considered this war hero, right? And you leave your wife for a mistress, right? You are setting up yourself to be involved in a generational curse. Okay. So he got this girl, this woman, this staying on the View that's really radical. That's the curse because he had sex with a mistress cheating on his wife, John McCain, right? So now Meghan McCain is carrying that curse, and she met a man who's using her to get jobs, right? And so I don't like talking about kids, but we gotta wait 18 years for that one. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna leave it at that. Very fake crying. Don looked like he sneezed. He's equivalent to what's his name? Van Jones, Don Lemon, like pretty much the same. Um, oh, am I happy? Did I answer that question? I'm sorry, I went on a whole tangent. I used to watch the talk like I did the View, but then I stopped once you know, once it got boring, like once like pretty much I mean I didn't watch it, but I mean I watched it when Isla Julie was on there and when Aisha Tyler was on there and stuff like that, but then I just lost interest. Like, you know, um that show was like a downgrade show. Like literally, like if I wanted to be on that show, then I could have probably got on that show, you know, as kind of like a celebrity insider person. That's how, not calling myself a loser, but that's how of a loser show that is. Like they would literally grab anybody on there with followers to invite them to do to talk about celebrities. You know, that show's like I don't know, it's like a D-list show, you know. So like yeah, I'm glad. I am glad she got fired. Like, yeah, and it's not because the Cheryl Underwood thing is because she has a portfolio of being you know, of thinking she's above her white privilege, like way above her white privilege. Feel like she can say anything to come out of her mouth. Like, so yeah, I'm glad. Um, where's Toria? Hi, Toria. Thank you so much for your Patreon. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, patreon.com/JOA is in the description. Help your boy out. Help your boy out. I saw his tweet. Don't feel like that. Oh, you said, don't you know what black music is? What? What tweet? Black? You know, Victoria. Y'all hilarious. Y'all crazy. Y'all. Everybody keeps asking me about like my relationships. I'm going. I like. There's a reason why I haven't answered that question. Look, I'm not hiding. I don't hide anything from anybody. I'm not here trying. I'm here to tell my own story, and y'all know this. Like, I've been like super um like for people who watched me in the past, like super honest about my story and stuff like that, about my struggles and stuff like that. So I'm waiting for that moment until I get my camera because that's gonna be clicks. Okay, so y'all gotta wait. I can't give away everything over here. If I want to talk about my relationships and stuff like that, like I'm not hiding. I'm not a Charlamagne the God. Okay, I'm not a P Diddy. I'm not a Lindsey Graham. I'm not who else A Rod allegedly. I'm not a Casper Smart. Um I'm not a Usher allegedly. I'm not a Jason Derulo allegedly. I'm naming so many people and I'm exposing them. You know, I'm not about to hide something about myself. This is not who I am. So, but when it's time, I'm gonna share. I promise. Uh, how is it in NOLA? It's getting better. Like we're getting a lot of tourists and everything back. Like it's definitely getting better. It was way depressing at first. It was literally a ghost town. Like literally. Like if you're from here and stuff like that, and like you know like how busy it is, and you just go there and it's just like literally like if you dropped a freaking dime on the floor, you would hear it like a mile away. That's how horrible and depressing it was. Like you know, but now it's getting back. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like a pandemic can't destroy us. Like we've been through Hurricane Katrina. The South has been through hurricanes. So the fact that the past president was really selfish and lacked leadership in telling us the truth. Like had he told us the truth, like you know we're strong. We can handle a pandemic. You know we're handling it now. But you know the 500,000 plus people that left could have been handling it as well for the most part. You know so like uh Dr. Cornel West left Harvard because he refused tenure over his support of Palestine. Oh wait, what? Okay, what left Harvard because he was refused tenure over his support of Palestine and against the apartheid. I gotta read on that. I heard of his name, but I'm not really sure about his story, and that's sad. Harvard is another questionable like mainstream wannabe hire black like get black people admissions and stuff like with the whole freaking quotas and all of that with the whole race the demographic percent like they're another person and it's sad man because like I said this to what's her name the woman that Dr. Alicia Black who was at the town hall with Trump asking him a question and Trump interrupted her and she was like stop let me finish my question sir and I told her I'm like doctor I was like Dr. Black look I'm 28 years old like I'm not hiding who I am obviously I'm Palestinian I'm first generation American and it sucks to say that for me that's in this field I personally feel like I won't be able to have a big platform to represent who I am simply because of what goes on in the propaganda and the media and stuff like that so I think that's sad like that there's literally nobody out there that really has a job, a big job in media that talks about this. DJ Khaled is strictly like where I'm from, my people, but he doesn't touch upon that because he's not trying to lose his money. You know what I mean? He all about his money, his hustle, and his grind. So he really don't touch upon the conflict. He may say a thing or two about let's just come in peace and stuff like that, like something very generic, not controversial at all. But it's just sad, man. Like we're all human. Like why do I have to come on here or just simply just say, hey, like if a person on the East Bank wants to marry somebody on the West Bank, that shouldn't be illegal. If the person wants to travel over the border, that shouldn't be illegal. You know, simply because they literally are in the same damn country, but they just are separated and stuff like that. So it's just sad that if you know if you're pro that, then that's just like that's crazy. And I'm not gonna sit here and be a Candace Owens or be even like a left leaning person that even like because to me the left and the right they're both racist. So I'm not just gonna be sit here and you know be a Steve Harvey and just like act like everything is peaches and creams. Like nah, bro, that's messed up. Um, Black music. What did I say? So she's a rapper. Black music. BET. Do your history. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, this is why BET was created because the white media did not want to accept. That's another thing with music. It's in music as well. Okay. They know the popularity of hip hop, R&B, and how mainstream it is. So now they're using that with white media, with white artists like a Justin Bieber, Ariana Grande, a Miley Cyrus. I can keep naming Taylor Swift, keep naming. And so they see how capitalization, how money is involved. So that's how that's formed as well. It's not only in politics, it's also in music and entertainment as well. Um, I tell you, if you're not the killer, Rena Bambina. I feel like when I'm out in public, some of y'all, I mean, I could be paranoid because I know I don't have a lot of subscribers, but I feel like some of y'all recognize it because I be having this, like, every now and then have somebody just look a little bit extra at me. So I'm not literally sure because I know some people get scared to say hello to people that they watch and stuff like that. So if you do see me out in public, say hello. Like, I'm not, I had one situation that was with my weight loss. That's still on my channel. It's my most watched video. A guy in Walmart, we were talking, and then we just, I mean, he was like, "Yeah, man. When I saw your video, I thought it was something out of Hollywood." You know, and that was my first time like getting noticed. So I'm just like, if you see me in public, like I like to have conversations, like say hello, like yeah. But yeah, if you're not the killer, Miss Rena Bambino, yeah, we can get some beignets, take a road trip. Where are you, Texas? Um, Victoria, you know what that is. Come on. She literally a ignorant person. Like, ah, Megan the oppressor. Yeah, like Megan get on my nerve. Remember how she was crying? I take this stuff very seriously. I can even call myself a Zionist at this point. But anti-Semitism it's really bad. It's really highly. And I know there's this with her hair. I know there's Palestinian and stuff situations. People have their own views on that. But there's, it's growing, You know why she does that? Because I know this is like a stereotype, but I mean, if like look at Harvey Weinstein, like literally the main scope of the media is Jewish people. Like, let's just keep it 100. Like the executives and everything. Like Harvey Weinstein was the shit, despite what he did for like decades, right? So she's trying to align herself with that sector, I believe, with that power media, simply because all her life, power was a thing that she leached on, not something that she worked on or worked hard on to get. So she's using that. And I can't find the video, but y'all, I watched like other YouTubers and like I watched like TYT and Conspiracy used to work with Meg McCain and she be talking shit about her. But there's a video on YouTube that I can't find about something that Megan McCain's husband did. Um, I don't know what it was. It was something about adoption or something with a Jewish family or something like that. I can't find it. Like it's basically saying that on camera they're all about being pro Israel and everything, but off camera it's just like they're just doing it for the media. And I can't find that video. I can't find it. I'm just like, damn. But I do have some TEA on him, in his past marriages, how he climbed that ladder. He's basically the man virgin of Melania Trump, you know what I mean? So if you get my drift. Um exactly. She's on the show. Thank God for Tiffany Cross. I was about to say projection much. Yes, she is. Scott Silver. I don't know who Scott Silver is. Well, that's what Biden did with jail. Oh yeah, like I 100% believe like her Jill Biden's ex came out. Like I don't even think the man is bitter. I 100% believe like she got with that man, especially Joe Biden. He a pervert. Like I believe. I look. I be thinking about Tara Reid. Like I know she like her story was a little bit off, and the records wasn't. The whole record wasn't even unleashed like from the vault. First of all, so I believe the woman. Like because it's on record. It's technically on record. I remember how I said this when Larry King died. I was like maybe because around that time Joe Biden got president and Larry King passed away because Tara Reid was 27 years old in 1993, working for Joe Biden when he was a senator. And she was like his assistant, right? And she, described what he did allegedly and stuff like that. So Tara, sorry, are they having a party like over here? Like Tara Reid's mom spoke to Larry King on record, and it's still out there. I think they took it down from YouTube, but I have the video on my YouTube channel. Like they took it down, I think so. Having on record saying, "Hey, like I have a daughter who works for a prominent figure, and I don't want to say his name, and she's scared to report the situation, but this is like he did X, Y, and Z, blah 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 blah." So that's on record. So like Joe Biden. So like I 100% believe Jill Biden's ex-husband. I think she's more of the, I guess if you want to put it this way, the classy version of Melania Trump. Like she got with that man while she was still married, So I believe she's the mistress. I call her mistress too. I just never do a story on her, but best believe when I, oh, that's my laptop. best believe when I do a story on her, I'm calling her Mistress Jill Biden, like I call Mistress Cindy McCain, because I'm not for that. Um, exactly. I meant, what about Roland Martin? Bible Talk. What about Bible Talk? Not one show, even Fox News, not have her come on to do any opinion pieces. George had one time. Who? Who? Megan McCain? Who? To do an opinion piece. Like you. Y'all need to write complete sentences because I'd be like lost about what y'all. Only show have her is Andy Cohen to talk about those. Yeah. Megan McCain been friends with Andy Cohen for like a very long time. Andy Cohen's another person I don't like either. Like, I don't know him personally, but like, it's just like, I don't know. Like, for instance, when I said Nichelle Turner, who is now going to be the co-host with Kevin Frazier, who basically was the token black man to fall in line, to say, hey, black people, hey, black woman, let's explain this racist. Let's explain to Red Velvet, Sharon Osbourne, to why what she did was wrong. Okay. This girl that I said is doing damage control that read me for filth on Twitter is being a co-host with Kevin Frazier. Okay. And yes, I said damage control because this happened right after the situation with the talk. However, before the talk aired, before that situation with the talk happened, they did have Tamar Braxton co-host a show with Kevin Frazier. So I'm sure they were thinking about having a black host on that show, but the timing was really there, like really there, really suspicious after the situation with Kevin Frazier. Uh, Mr. C, come on, man. Like, y'all crazy. Like, I know this is y'all. uh, Megan, like, she cared about the unaccompanied minors. I can't talk about the border. Yeah, like, are you talking about Matt Gaetz? He's sick. It's Let me tell you about Matt Gaetz, like, cause I'm a Floridian, so he's from Florida as well. And when that whole situation when Andrew Gillum came out, the governor, wasn't he the governor, the black governor of Florida? I forgot what area, what district, whatever. When that came out that he had like a escort in a hotel and they had a bunch of drugs and stuff in there, like Matt Gaetz emailed. I'm not gonna say the blogger name because I mean, but it's out in public. But he emailed a blogger that he went to school with, a popular blogger here that's also gay that he went to school with, like college with, Andrew Gillum, Matt Gaetz, and this blogger. They went to the same school and saying, "Oh, did you like just talking about the whole Andrew Gillum situation?" So they need to do an investigation on that quote unquote son that he has, not on the son, but on Matt Gaetz, like adopting the son. Like that's just crazy. Like they need to do an investigation. When that situation came out about the girl, I was surprised that it was a girl. First of all, like they need to do an investigation on the whole like process of him adopting that boy. Like that's just like he's creepy. Um, he's a cover up. First, he tried to make us think he's getting with old girl Tiffany Trump, but she's really with a Nigerian guy, like a rich Nigerian guy. Like he tried to make, like he's like a Lindsey Graham in a way, like cover up. Well, at least Lindsey Graham, from my knowledge, don't try to cover up, like have a beard relationship with somebody. Um, who's Dr. West? Um, I'm reading your comments. I got a story on Miley Cyrus. No, but she went black a little bit with her music. Let's keep it a spade, a spade. I got a story I didn't do, but I need doing on her ass. She's one of those culture appropriation people too. Um, Steve Harvey pays. I just don't like people that cheat on their wife, that cheated on their wife, and I know people make mistakes. Miss Scott Silver. Oh, that's who we all talking about, Scott Silver, and really make millions of dollars of profit telling women and men how to handle themselves or how to like have a relationship and make books and movies about it. Kind of like that dude Derek Jackson. Well, exactly like him. Like he had multiple cheaters, okay? And Steve Harvey allegedly had multiple like mistresses, but I mean at that time social media wasn't there allegedly with Steve Harvey. But that time social media wasn't there. So um I was raised saying Jews are God's chosen people. I'm saying this not sarcastic. Okay. Meghan McCain, like Trump, everything is about her. Exactly. Narcissism. Justin Bieber is a pop singer who wants to be called R&B. Yeah, he's another one. Victoria is an ignorant. Oh Lord. Yeah, you're a white woman. I'm in Jersey, went to NOLA like 5 years at Evans, love the city, love that city, baby. I've always wanted to go to New Jersey. I have an interview that I did from a woman. She's from she's from New Jersey. She lives in New Jersey. I haven't even showed it to y'all. Maybe I should release it to Patreon first. And it's about Megan McCain. It's about some other people y'all know that she dealt with, and it's like a long, like almost an hour interview. So if you're on Patreon, maybe you should see that first. I didn't edit it though. I keep saying what? What are you talking about, Anna? Mr. C. Oh, you talking about with Megan McCain? Because like I know I keep saying it, but give me some time. Like, like they haven't came from me yet with their lawyers and stuff like that. So like, which I don't know if they would ever do, but this video is like, showing pictures and stuff, you know what I mean? Um Go to the no, they have a party like a big party as if it's like a wedding reception. Latinos, they like to party. Like, I know tomorrow's Easter, but they do this like twice a year where they have a huge ass party, like as if it's a wedding. Um, it's really outside of my door. The son is Nestor is adopted. The Cuban boy who's 19 now. Yes. Lindsey Graham is a submissive bottom. Yes. He was the mayor. He should have been governor, but the election was stolen. That is not his son. This parents adopted him, I think. Matt calls him his son. I mean, I don't know if you watched him saying, "I gave my son permission to go to Florida," blah blah. But when he's 19, that doesn't mean he's hetero though. There's plenty of people in Hollywood right now that have girlfriends that are on the down low. My bad. I'm going through everyone slowly, and then if it's something that I could do a topic about, Mr. C. He needs a barber. Who's Dr. West? Gave your opinion on. My bad, Michael Strahan. I don't know. Like, I feel like each person y'all tell me to give an opinion on, I'm saying something negative about, and I don't like that. But I always said this because I'm a little bit traditional, and he's a football player. Like, you shouldn't be doing journalism on Good Morning America. Like, literally, Robin Roberts went to Southeastern University here in Hammond. I was gonna go there if I wanted to be a journalist, but I didn't. And you got other hosts on there with degrees. I don't think George Stephanopoulos has a degree in journalism, but I mean, obviously, he talks about politics and he's worked in that. So obviously, he's highly knowledgeable about it, like smart guy. But I feel like they should have gave actually like went to school or did internships and stuff like that. Give someone else not known a shot. Like that's it. I mean, I don't have anything towards him. Like he seemed cool. Like, but I don't know. I don't know if that's hating. That's not hating. I'm just being honest. Um, Cornell West. I heard of him before, but yeah, he should give somebody a shot. Don't be taking other people's jobs. Like, dude, like, come on now. He went from being a host on Kelly and Live to like more serious journalism. Like, no, dude. Like, give somebody else. Give somebody else a shot for the job. So yeah, that's that, y'all. Like today, I had a bad day. Like literally, I don't know if y'all remember, but today I told y'all I'm getting my Wi-Fi on Saturday. This guy literally came in for like less than 5 minutes. Was like, you have a wire in your house? I'm like, no, I don't have a wire, but there's a detached wire outside. Then he goes, oh, I need a letter. Do you have a letter from your management saying that you're giving us permission to drill a hole in your wall? I'm like, I don't have a letter, but I have an email stating that they know you guys are coming. I could show you that and stuff. Then he gave me all of these problems, and I'm like, you know what? I knew you guys were gonna be like this because back in March when I moved to India, I didn't want to come in my place because of COVID and stuff like that. And dude just like literally walked off, and then I followed his ass to his car, took a picture of him and his car ID, and reported him. Like literally, like I wanted my Wi-Fi, and it pisses me off that I can't get it unless I get some type of damn business letter from my management, like not some random email, just some business letter printed saying what like actual like I don't know, proper business rhetoric, everything saying, hey, I give you guys permission. Yeah, but like you gonna come in my place without a mask. Like they weren't about a lawsuit, like about drilling a hole in the wall, but at the same time, you're not worried about another lawsuit about a man coming to someone's apartment and you don't know if their immune system is low, you don't know if they're diabetic, if they have high blood pressure, if they have asthma, stuff COVID really don't like that can get mixed to one another, and then you could potentially die from. So that's a lawsuit too. Like, so pick your choice. You know what I mean? Um, yes, he puts him on Twitter saying it's his son, but I think his parents may have adopted him. Do not believe Matt did. He only started it because he was called out in Congress for being racist. I don't know why he did it, but it's creepy. I thought he was dating a girl that had Nestor like as her biological son, and he just adopted him. I don't know. Um, oh, Mr. C, you one of those? Coronavirus is not that dangerous. Okay, I guess 500,000 people didn't die from corona. I don't see it as me personally. I was being petty. I could give a damn ass if he came without a mask. I don't like. I had my mask on. I didn't care. But the fact that they're being petty about doing what he came here to do at 8 in the morning. So, no, I don't want the vaccine. I don't. I'm not taking it. I already told y'all that. So like I was being petty, you know. So because technically you're still supposed to wear it, a part of your job. Um, I do take it seriously, but in New Orleans, we haven't started wearing masks inside places until like May or June. Like literally, they didn't even enforce that. You know. Um, Look, I don't know. All I'm saying is, like I told my white neighbor who said that black people shouldn't get reparations, like black people now shouldn't get reparations, whatever. I told him I am tired of Dr. Fauci. Like I'm tired of him going on Jake Tapper on CNN, and then like he gives the same looking face, kind of like the face Sonny gives when Whoopi asks her for her opinion. Sonny goes, "Well, you know, she doesn't look at the camera, like she lacks confidence, you know, in the start when she's giving her commentary." I don't like. I understand Dr. Fauci. Like he had disagreements with Trump within the past 4 years, and he couldn't really open his mouth and say, "Hey, you're wrong" and stuff like that. But that doesn't really justify not knowing enough about this COVID situation. I don't know. Like, I don't like. I just need somebody to tell me, "Hey, this is what it is. This is what it was. This is what it does," and stuff. Like, I don't need somebody just giving out their opinions. Like to me, I think I don't know. I find him to be useless. Each time I watch a video of him, it's like everything is hypothetical. And I'm like, can we skip that? Like, can we skip the hypothesis stage? Like, it's been how long now? Like, so, like, dude, you know, come on, do better. Oh no, I'm not getting that in me either. I am not getting it. I don't care if y'all unsubscribe. I told y'all you at the wrong channel if you think I'm gonna succumb to your beliefs. See, in a way, the Democratic Party is also a cult party, not only the Republican Party. Because if I say anything about Cuomo or if I say anything about any other elected official that's under investigation, I get a lot of bad comments. Hell, even YouTube don't like that because YouTube leans left as well. So it's like it's a cult as well. Like it's a cult, you know, and I'm not gonna be part of either cult. I'm gonna be a part of what I think, what I feel, you know. So I don't believe in vaccines. I don't believe in flu shots. I don't believe no. I don't believe in that. Nobody's coming to my house. Especially the big reason why I'm not taking the vaccine is because of time discrepancies between the CDC director and Trump. And then come to find out, the CDC director is pro-Trump. Did y'all see that video of him kissing his ass, talking about Trump? We love your leadership. We know blah 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 blah. I'm like, really? After Trump read you for filth, saying you're wrong and stuff like that, like. I ain't taking that shit. Nuh-uh. You ain't about to do no clinical trial on me. Hell to the no. I'm good. Nope. I'm not taking it. And then they're still not 100% about what each of them do and everything. Like, my neighbor even told me he just got his, about to get a second shot, and they think they're not sure if he can get it, but if he does get it, it's a possibility he could be asymptomatic, which is equivalent to someone of my age range or someone that's lower than my age range that's asymptomatic. So it's like, okay, so technically now if you when you get both your shots, you're basically equivalent to someone like my age range or lower who didn't get the shot, who's asymptomatic. So what happens when I get the shot? Would I still remain the same as what I am now if I'm asymptomatic? So I ain't taking it. Yeah. No, I'm not afraid. I don't care. I'm not taking it. I'm not. I had swine flu. Oh my God. Like I had H1N1, like with the doctors that I had swine flu. This was years ago When I tell you that was the worst sickness I ever had in my life, like when I was throwing up, y'all, my balls hurt when I throw up. And I don't throw up at all, but y'all, this, oh my God, they had to put a shot. It was so serious, y'all, that they gave me a shot in my ass, y'all. And I was like, what, 13, 14 years old? Like, it was no joke, you know what I mean? So, like, I ain't like, COVID is more susceptible to people that's older. Swine flu was more susceptible to people like that were younger, you know what I mean? So, like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Wendy. Did she throw up as well and stuff? Um, Mask cause, yeah. So I don't know about the bacteria or whatever, but I mean, I washed mine. But like I told the guy they were lying. They look, in a way, I don't like the woman, and y'all know I don't like her. But in a way, Megan McCain like kept it 100. They even the U.S. Surgeon General said stop buying masks, don't wear masks, blah 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 blah. We don't need masks and stuff like that. Give it to the hospital workers and stuff. Like they didn't tell us anything about okay, no mask. Okay, we could have put a rag. We could have been Arab for for months. We could have been like Arab. We could have used a shirt or something. We didn't need a mask, but for them to lie talking about we don't need a mask earlier on, and now we need a mask, like they're obviously lying. And they told the girl Megan McCain who was pregnant, a doctor told her she didn't need a mask. So in a way, like I'm with her. I don't like her, but that doesn't mean I can't agree with her or whatever. But in a way, like I don't blame her for not believing it. Like she's taking a vaccine. She wants to take the vaccine, but like, I'm not about to take a vaccine that's not 100%. That's too quick to come out, in my opinion, with a vaccine. I'm not taking it. Like, no. And yeah, so like, I'm not even around people. Like, I don't have friends. I don't chill with people. Like, you know what I mean? So, like, no way, what? So, like, I'm not taking it. I don't care what they say. And plus, another reason why I won't even get tested. Like, I'm not, because they stick that shit up your nose. And then people have died from what? The vaccine? Yeah, I heard about too. They stick that shit up your nose. And I had a back, I don't want to get too personal, but years back I had like a doctor situation where I had to go to the to see a ER for something that happened here or whatever. And I'm not about to stick that shit up my nose and have some type of issue or something because of that, and then it's gonna come out saying negative or something like for nothing. Like I'm not about to do that either. They need to have spit, urine, blood, whatever, but I'm not sticking that shit up my nose. No. Like, nope. No. I probably have it or had it or have it. I don't know. But I don't know if y'all feel it. Do y'all feel this way? If let's say somebody come into your place, or let's say somebody get too close to you and your mask is not really like it's on the tip of your nose, but not really covering the whole thing, which is why they say to wear two. Do y'all feel a little bit like fatigue a little bit right here, and then it goes away like 3, 4, 5 hours later? I don't know if that makes sense. Or like I feel like my pores vibrates, and I feel like I'm like uh not weak, but kind of drowsy, or like I have a bad feeling like right here, like kind of like I don't know how to explain it. Does that make sense? Do y'all feel that as well? Um, yeah, I ain't taking. They have one dude that's from Israel. Like he lived there most of his life and stuff like that. And we talk politics and stuff like that. And he's like, he says he thinks that the vaccines ruins the DNA code of the human body. I'm like, okay, that's a little bit too conspiracy right there. I don't know. I don't know. I was like, where the hell did you read that from? You know what I mean? He was like, it ruins your mRNA and blah 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 blah. And so I'm like, okay. Um, yeah. So I ain't taking it. I ain't, what I'm gonna eat Krispy Kreme donut. I mean, I don't know where he read that from. I was like, I need to find out if it was like some right wing blog or something. What's a 5G? What's that? Anna, you still here? I think Anna went. Did I lose a subscriber for saying I ain't taking the vaccine? What's a 5G? What is that? There's like Fiverr, and then there's like Johnson and Johnson. There's a whole bunch of BS stuff. Yeah, I ain't taking that shit. Nope. I won't be surprised if they start enforcing people that want to travel overseas, if they like enforce to be vaccinated, which I don't think they can do that legally, but at the same time I won't be surprised. I'm still not taking it. Like, Tori, I appreciate your Patreon, but we ain't taking it. I don't know. I'm not taking it. It comes to the point now, like when I even go to a doctor or see a doctor, like I look at them as if I look at a police officer, because nowadays it's like you got to know if they're really down for a person of color or if they may see me differently. Like I have one doctor who I'm seeing now for like a workers' comp situation. He told me I'm articulate, and I took that. I don't take that as a compliment. I take that as okay. You're saying that because I'm not white, and you expect someone that's not white to not be articulate. So like not even just doctors in real estate as well. Like I don't want to have a white realtor unless like they're from like overseas or something. So they are like, aware and educated foreignly about stuff and everything. Like I don't want just a white man or a white woman realtor that's American, because I'm gonna be looking at you to see like if you are a racist or whatever. Like nope. Same thing with doctors. Nope. So like can't trust nobody these days that are really supposed to be the most trusted, like a lawyer, a doctor, whatever. You got to question everybody and everything, especially with this race stuff that's going on. Oh wow, really? We have a nurse on here. Would you if would you come on in the future, Sandy, to talk about it, or you may lose your job? Never mind. We don't want that. Never mind. You can't be saying that. I mean, it's freedom of speech, but you can't come on here saying if your employer see you say that, like nope, she gotta go. Yeah, that's a bad idea. But I mean, it would be interesting to hear a perspective of a nurse, to say that they're not taking it. Like, but you would lose your job. I want that to happen. Just be easy on the people who take it now. Don't put your opinions and beliefs on people. Don't get mad and just stick it in. Like, you're killing yourself. Um, yeah, somebody in my immediate family, like they keep getting calls from the doctors to take it. They're not taking it either. Like, and then they have health issues as well. Oh, you're not taking it either, Rena? Um, See, I was exposed to it because I was detailing cars, whatever. And like this woman, like when she was going through the wall, she opened her door. She was like, "Can we use the restroom?" Like, no, it's not open to the public. And then come to find out, 3 to 4 days later, her husband came and he said his wife had COVID. And I'm like, oh Lord. So but this was probably like 9 months ago or something. Um, so I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if I had it, have it, or have it. Like I mean, I had this wine, so I mean, but I'm still not taking the vaccine. Oh well, I'm not taking that shit. Mm, nope. Uh, but if they didn't politicize it, man, if they didn't like do all of this stuff, have misinformation, miscommunication from people that were supposed to rely on information, then I would probably consider it. But no, you're supposed to have two though, right? Because you got to think about it this way, like it's a virus and stuff. Like they still don't even have, well, they have things, but they really don't like, for people with HIV and all of that stuff. They have these antiviral pills that really are high in side effects. That really, some of these companies, pharmaceutical companies, they face lawsuits because they have people that had bad kidneys or like potentially could die if they stop taking it. People with HIV and stuff like that. And Dr. Fauci worked on AIDS and HIV pandemic, so epidemic. So I mean, it's like if something like an antiviral, if a pill that you're supposed to take like every day because you have HIV, if that's like if because there's different companies, but if you think about it that way, if that can ruin your organs and ruin your bone structure and stuff like that, and they have something that just came out that's a vaccine, that's a virus apparently and stuff like, and it's like you don't think that there's like nothing wrong with it. Like I think you crazy. Like I ain't about to take that. um like I'm not about to take that. you know People getting tired for it and their bones hurting and then their body hurting and stuff like that. Nope. Nope, 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 no. I wonder if Melissa McCarthy's taking it because I remember she said she's. I don't know if she said she's anti-vaccine on the View when she was on the View years ago. But yeah. Wendy, Patreon.com. Come on, I got some nurses in here. Got people with money. Sandy, Patreon.com/JOAJOA. Come on, y'all. $5. I mean, if y'all feel I'm worthy of that, but yeah, I hate to make this COVID stuff political or whatever, but it's just like Trump and all of them, they did that, not me. Um, they made it political and everything. Like it sucks because like now I'm like I don't even know like when it first came out with this whole COVID, I'm like you don't want to meet nobody or like people at my job they wasn't even taking it seriously like they was playing around hugging each other and stuff like that like really being annoying they wasn't really taking it even like the higher ups were like oh it's just they didn't take it serious they were like oh it's kind of just like the swine flu with Obama like it'll go away and stuff like there were Trump supporters clearly they're like oh like it's just like the whole it would go away they didn't take it seriously nothing at all whatsoever and I'm surprised that nobody called like literally like OSHA or somebody to shut them down because they didn't even practice. They only practiced social distancing for like 2 weeks out the whole period of this pandemic. And literally there's like 10, 11 like facilities. So they're all over the area. So they're contributing to COVID cases. So I'm surprised nobody tried to call and shut them down or something like that, you know. So I mean it's just like if had the Republican Party didn't make this all like political and everything, then the swine flu wasn't political. Like, um, you don't social distance either. No, I think social distancing like is important because like I was just telling you, I feel like if I'm close to somebody, especially like if of course they don't live with me or whatever, then I feel something right here. Like I feel like I don't know how to explain like vibrations like on my pores or whatever. Like I feel like um I'm not fatigued, but I just feel like a sensation, like a bad sensation right here. I don't know if y'all feel the same thing. Am I the only one? Nobody answered me when I asked that question. So, oh, I'm sorry, Sandy, Miss Sandy. It's thank you for watching. That's supporting too. Rima, what's her name? Rena will take your charge as well. Rena, patreon.com/JOAJOA. If not, we ain't getting no beignets. Mr. C, patreon.com/JOAJOA. Oh, I'm sorry. I was in a dollar, I was in a Dollar Tree with my mom, right? And then like this woman, she kept turning around. And we thinking like I'm thinking, okay, she trying to look, for candy or whatever. This black girl, right? Black woman, whatever. She had high heels on and everything. And then she told my mom, she pointed to the floor because the floor had tags to where you could stand on for the social. And she pointed to the tag, and I was like, oh, like to my mom, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Like I said, sorry, whatever. And then when she walked out, I told the cashier, oh, Beyonce left the building. Like she was being too extra. First of all, you tall as hell, and then you had the mask on, and then you were facing forward, not backwards towards us. Ugh. Black people do the most sometimes. Just being honest. Stop begging. I ain't begging. Yeah, I thank y'all for y'all service. The good nurses. Yep, what, Rena? What I just said, black people do the most. I'm like, woman, like, it's not that serious. We weren't even close to her. Begging. Patreon.com/JOAJOA. Electro. Lord. word. Y'all hilarious. But yeah, anybody doing traveling, after this pandemic comes to a close, like I wanna travel. Fuck the Bible. Patreon.com/JOA. Don't preach that edited shit to me. Yeah, well, she also said on The View years ago, I think she said she's anti-vaccine or something like that. Um, pray, pray, pray for me. It's edited. Like the Bible is a bunch of BS. Let's see. They don't tell when white people do it when they ask. They don't say white people begging. I'm trying to log into my thing. Promoting my Patreon. Well, you don't have to, Mr. C. The 30 other people can do it. Patreon.com/JOA. Mr. C being cheap. He told me he gonna buy a merch. He never did that. When I had merch several months ago. Well, I still have it when I made it several months ago. Um, there is an exchange. Don't be, you're just cheap. I wish you could DM. What does that mean? Can't you post where we send? What is that? He being cheap. No, you don't tell a salesman that's selling BMWs to wait for someone to be generous, do you? No. Patreon.com/JOA. Let's see. So as nurses, I want to hear y'all. Why aren't y'all taking it? Like, what's the scoop? What did y'all hear? Why aren't y'all taking it? Ah, that's a shame, y'all. I don't have Wi-Fi in here. That is a damn shame. Begging. Finally, at least you donated for almost $4. You're a penny off. But thank you. I appreciate it, Mrs. C. I'm not begging. What about, I'm sorry, I skipped that comment. What about DMX? What did he say? I've been away for the whole day. Like, I had a bad day. I don't understand how bad my day was. Like, that Cox Tech ruined my whole day. Um, what about fillers? Talking about Strahan with his filler teeth. I want people was on that when Michael Strahan, like he looked the same to me with or without Goofy, with or without his gap teeth. Goofy. He looked like he could do commercials for macaroni and cheese, like cheesy, goofy. Don't play Torio like that, Mr. C. Fillers, like for face, like the plastic surgery. Oh damn! Oh, I can't use that. I'm confused. What about fillers? Oh, is he okay? Where y'all located? I have a New Jersey in here. Don't say that. I had a New Jersey in here. I know I have a New York. A lot of people in New Jersey, New York follow me. Mississippi, you in New York? Comment where y'all from. Like, where's everyone from? And then old girl, what's her name? Kaylee McEnany. That girl got promoted. She just started Fox News a month ago, and now she got promoted to be a host on a show with two other people. Like literally, and then this girl has the audacity to go on camera talking about how poorly Kamala Harris is doing with immigration at the border, when literally her damn administration, like you weren't even promised of being alive had you went or tried to go across the border. You see what I mean? So like literally people were being stripped from them kids. A lot of people, like they had one guy I read that committed like suicide and everything, like, and like they locked him up in Homeland Security or something. They wrote the report as like suicide by being locked up or something like that. No, y'all took that man away from his family and locked him up separately and stuff like that. So like the hypocrisy, like she's selling her soul, and then like literally in 2015, the woman was like, Trump is not a real conservative. You know, he's not gonna win, and he's not a conservative because of X, Y, and Z. And so she's selling his soul. I know you do, Tori. I didn't want to say how much because that's but so it's just like she got promoted, and now Lara Trump is now the contributor at Fox News. They're facing a big lawsuit, so I just like I don't want to say I understand trying to defend it, but like they lost so many viewerships, so they're really trying to get back to that cult following again because they know how loyal they are. So that's why they have Kaylee on, and then they fired actual journalists from the. They have actual journalists on Fox News. Like Chris Wallace isn't dead, like the man who moderated the debate and stuff. So, they have people that are actually losing their jobs, and that are actual journalists, like lower level journalists and stuff that was losing their jobs and stuff over somebody with like a Kaylee who probably was offered a multi-million-dollar contract. Well, not probably, for sure. Then they have Lara Trump as a contributor. So like that's crazy, dude. Um, what? So, do you label your politics, Mr. C? Kaylee's better. This is Kaylee with the scripts. Kaylee is not like her prop is that you see these binders. Them binders be empty as hell. Like no, like that the Biden press secretary is way better than. I'm sorry, like she's way better than Kaylee. Like way better, way better. Like I'd vote for her if she run for president. Way better than Kaylee. Um, so it sounds like you lean a lot right, Mr. C. All right, where y'all from? Let me see. I have a Texas. Did you suffer from the cold, Nina? I have a Vancouver. Yeah, y'all get good health care, better system than we do. Chris Wallace is horrible. Why is he horrible? Born in Italy, raised in Bmore. What's Bmore? Pennsylvania. 15 years now in the country in Pennsylvania, right? She's way smarter than Kaylee McEnany. Kaylee looked like she got psoriasis without her makeup on. Down is up for Mr. C. Exactly. Lord, he from Baltimore, and he pro Trump. Oh Jesus. Jared Kushner has like 9,000 units in Baltimore, and those units are mold. A lot of them are mold infested, rat infested, like toe up to the flow up. Actually, and then like they were sending like they were allegedly sending duress emails to their tenants saying they got to pay rent or they're going to get evicted during the time of the pandemic when rent was being halted because the people were lack of jobs. Like Sarah Huckabee. Ah. I don't know what Landera Heights is. That fancy? Is that the fancy town? So, did you vote for Trump, Mr. C? Did you vote for Biden? I mean, to be honest with you, I don't care if you're pro Trump or not. I'm not childish like that. As long as you're not a racist or nothing. But I don't care if people vote. I like to know why. Oh, sure is fancy. Well, good for you. He said, look it up. Sounds fancy. You only gave me $3.99 though. And you're being cheap. Oh yeah, I forgot rich people are cheap. Oh. So who did you vote for? Biden? Anybody on here voted for Trump on some real stuff? Anybody on here voted for Trump? Oh, really? Mr. C is cool. I do appreciate you for like coming in to the live streams from time to time and stuff. I really don't see you commenting on the videos, but you do come in during the live streams every now and then. Ugh. Hell no. So y'all don't like Kimberly Guilfoyle? The same thing what Matt Gaetz allegedly did, showing like people pictures of nude women on his phone, is allegedly the same thing that Kimberly Guilfoyle did when she was at the Five at Fox, allegedly showing people naked pics of men and stuff like that. Allegedly, she was with Gavin Newsom. Like she looked different, like between now and between the Gavin Newsom days. And I think she was, I don't know if she was a lot of them, they sell their souls for money. So I think she was a Democrat when she was with Gavin Newsom, obviously. Um, I heard Gavin Newsom got skeletons in his closet. Like there's something behind the scenes that he did with allegedly with women. Like nobody's talking about that though. I don't know if it's true. Uh, I don't know how to do that, Mrs. C. I know, I appreciate it though. First time I'm here, Sandy. Hey, Miss Karen, how are you? Where are you from? What? Wait, men? What are you talking about? With Gavin Newsom? Cause you from California, so you may know more than I do. Jamaica, man. What's poppin'? Jamaica. I only know bad words in Jamaica. Jamaican, can I bumba clad, rasta clad, blood clot. a lot of oh, you are, a lot of Jamaicans are in Florida, so that's all I know. Man, hey man. Um Wait, so you're saying Gavin Newsom had like sexual relations with men? That's what you're saying, Mr. C? And if that's what you're saying, what source, or do you know somebody? Or do you just heard that from somebody? That's the first time I hear that. Oh, you voted for Trump first time? Why'd you change? Respectable, really? I never knew those two words were common with her. Hey, Eric, how are you? I know I'm tired. I look tired. My fat ass may go to the corner store, 24-hour store, and get me something to eat, though. Although I ate some Mediterranean food today. I ate some gyros. But still, I kind of want some sweets. Uh, Mr. C, you didn't answer my question. I remember when Ben Dominus and Gavin Newsom and Andy Cohen and some other people, they were on Bill Maher. Andy Cohen was like hitting on um, Gavin Newsom, like he didn't give a damn what he was saying. He was just like infatuated. He was just staring. Don't tell me how to pronounce my people's stuff. I'm saying it how we say it. But you didn't answer my question. Gyros. Oh, yeah, he is. Surprised you didn't realize that the first time, but better late than never. I'm still waiting on Mr. C to answer about Gavin Newsom. Well, you taking long? Shit. He looked like he could be an actor though. Like the way he talked, like he could play a Batman. Like he has the voice for that. Oh, Obama, yeah, me too. But I mean, that's obvious with him. I mean, I like I said, I don't know about who you heard who told you that about Gavin Newsom. No. No. Who he looks older now. Like 5 years ago, he looked way better, but I mean, he could have been an actor if he wanted to. Um, yeah, that was allegedly Toria. Yeah, and then she wanted her assistant allegedly to massage her and stuff like that. I did a story on that. They covered that shit up. Like I think they settled that behind the scenes, and they paid off the assistant allegedly, so she won't talk. Yeah, like he looked like he could be like Batman, like or the voice of Batman or something. I'm waiting on Mr. C. Give me the scoop, Mr. C. Give me the scoop. Give me the scoop. About the Gavin Newsom, like how you know that? This is the first time I ever heard of that. Give me the scoop, Mr. C. Give me the scoop. Give me the scoop. Give me the scoop. That's the first time I heard that. And I hear a lot. I mean, a lot about a lot of them. Uh, uh, Nothing wrong with it. I mean, but if you're married, then there's something wrong with it. I don't know if he's still married or whatever, but I don't know why he married Kimberly Guilfoyle. Oh yeah, a lot of people come for Trump. Oh yes. I mean, they had some stuff. I mean, I've been heard about Obama. Oh yeah, like I 100% believe it. Like 100%. You know, someone actually who's from that area, because like y'all gotta know this when your parents or like when you were very close, like because he's an American. I mean, that's what we're saying here, whatever. But when you are from a tribal family like Kenya, um, everybody know everybody, right? Or they heard rumors about everybody. So I know somebody that is from there, and then they were telling me stuff about him and his family and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because people talk. It's like rumors they spread, not about him being gay, but I mean this. I mean it's like I'm sure he probably tested the waters and stuff. Um, No, I know about Obama, but I was wondering about Gavin because that's the first time I ever heard of that. Because I'm not familiar with California. I've never been to California before. I'm not familiar. I mean, I won't be surprised, but it's the first time I hear that. Yeah, but Obama for years, yeah, I've heard about that. No, I just like to know things. Lindsey Graham for sure, I know. Like it's just like obvious. You can't be surprised because the guy who formerly was the guy who's the co-founder or one of the co-founders of the Lincoln Project, John Weaver, he used to be like I think he used to be like the advisor for John McCain. And he hid that for a long time until like recently when it came out that how do you have consensual text messages with a minor? That doesn't make sense. But yeah, so Chuck Schumer, uh-uh. I mean, at least Gavin done some stuff within the. I didn't even know he's. I thought he'd been mayor for longer than 24 months. He kept saying that on The View when Megan McCarron kept trying him. But like he's done some stuff in California. California like has had a homeless problem for a very long time. So I don't understand why that white chick Megan just keeps like she just like blamed it on him. Like homeless problem has been a problem like in California before she was born. Okay, like so you know it's her husband's bullshit talking points that she came up with that question. Um, that's what I call her, Megan McCarron. That's what I call her. I call her Megan McCoon, but now it's Megan McCarron. She blocked me and her husband blocked me on Twitter. So, you know. Yeah, well, it has exploded, but it's been a problem for like decades. So, yeah, but he's only been in office for 24 months and we can't even count this pandemic, okay? So, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt and say 12, 13 months. He said what? He said 25 months. Um, so I mean, it's like, dude, woman, whatever you want to call her, give the man some time. But y'all, my battery is on 15%. So I'm gonna end this. It's been on here 2 hours. I appreciate y'all. Y'all don't understand how pissed off I am about not having Wi-Fi. Like I have it, but it's not good. Like. Otherwise I post daily. I need to stop making excuses because I can always go to the library or to a coffee shop and use their Wi-Fi. So I mean, I don't have like an excuse. I have an inconvenience. So I mean, I appreciate everyone. Thank you, Mr. C. Thank you, Toria. Um, who else? If y'all still on here, say y'all names: Sandy, Eric, Karen, Walker. It must sucks to be named Karen. Hi, Karen, Nina, Toria, Beverly, Visario. And if I missed your name, I'm sorry. Thank you for the super chat, Mara. Thank you for the super chat, Mr. T. Rima. Like, I appreciate y'all. Like, I really do. Yeah, I'm going to the store. I had no sleep. Like, literally, I had woke up 7:30 to get this place clean because that's how I am. I don't like people coming over with the place dirty, even for an installment. I don't like, that's embarrassing, whatever. And then this man just left out the door, had a whole attitude, like, pissed me off. And I had another guy come in, he's like, they can't do it. They have to have a letter. I'm just like, dude, these apartments are old as fuck. Like, they don't give a damn if you drill a hole in the wall, you know. So, oh hey Robert, a friend to everyone is a friend to no one. In my personal opinion, Meg McCain, she's just an elitist, has no idea what the working class. She has no friends. She always says, "My friend, my friend." The woman says she doesn't have friends, or she keeps her circle small, and then she says she has friends. I'm like, pick one. I I can't stand a girl. I can't. Oh, you know what I mean. I can't stand it. Like you got hired because you are the father of John. You are the daughter of John McCain. That's identity politics. And here you are on the View talking about should women or and men should women be hired based on their race and gender? That's identity politics, okay? But you got hired based on identity politics as well. So it's like she's hypocritical all the time, all the fucking time. She's so dumb. Like, I don't know why a lot of people like listen to her when she talks. Like, she knows she's so stupid. Like, literally so stupid. Like, she's the equivalent of Wendy Williams talking about politics. Like, literally, like that's not her lane. Her lane is talking about reality housewives. Like, she's like stupid. Like, so dumb. Look her up on Bill Maher. That's a popular clip everybody talk about the French Revolution. Oh, I wasn't born at that time, but she talks about the founding fathers and the Constitution being on her night table, and other people and stuff like that, where she wasn't born. Like, she's full of shit. I can't stand her. But anyways, y'all, thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. Um, nah, I don't. She's not. She no. She's not a Trump supporter. She was on The View saying she called the man a racist on The View. Like, she's not a Trump supporter. I know she sort of defended him, saying he needs a fair count. That doesn't mean she's a Trump supporter. I don't think she is. I think she's like me. I think it's kind of like you're if somebody you don't like, you're just not biased towards it, you know. Because even I try to give him a chance. Like, literally, when July, August, September, like literally around August, September, or whatever of 2020. And I'm like, yeah, well, the Middle Eastern deal, that really hurts me to the core, especially when I see it pinned tweet on Ivanka's page about a Middle Eastern peace deal. So I know personally it's full of shit. Like, that hurts me to the core. It's the reason why, like, it's just like I can't deal. And then the whole Muslim ban at the beginning. Um, like, had the Middle Eastern peace deal been legit, and then I would have probably went to the voting polls and voted for him just to keep it 100, which I always do. But it's full of shit. I'm a Floridian as well. Florida has always been a red state. That doesn't mean they're Trump supporters or Republicans. I'm from Florida. So, I mean, like, I don't care what people say about Florida. That's still my state, you know. Yeah. That doesn't mean yeah, that's where a lot of people retire. That's where, I guess people say the homes are cheaper. I don't know. It's just good retirement, Florida. But yeah, don't be playing my state, man. All right. What time is it? All right, y'all. But thank you. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Deuces. Yay.